Let's take a few minutes and chat about problem solving. Every one of us are going to have issues and problems out in our training or sometimes out in the field even. And I just want to talk about the way we go about it. I always advise people when they give me a call or they stop by for a visit and they're having an issue with the dog or a problem. I say the first thing that should come in your mind is the handler has got the problem, not the dog. I always give the dog the benefit of the doubt. Now we've got a group of dogs, right? If they've been through their obedience, they should be able to work together as a group. This is important because most of us hunt with friends that have got dogs, and you've got multiple dogs in the blind or the pit or whatever you're hunting out of, and you want this kind of behavior out there in the hunting field if you've got multiple dogs. Heel, boys. So what we're going to do is the same exercise that I just went through with Fergus, only this time we've got multiple dogs. There we go with another problem. So this is good. You just saw a problem there with Fergus, and I'll tell you exactly why he ran off, and he just ran right over here to the kennels, was the way I took the lead off. Okay, I got in a hurry, I was thinking about what I was talking about, and snapped that lead off, and he took that as an excuse that he was in trouble, and he boogered off. So this is exactly to my point on just even putting the lead on and off, why little things like that are so important. Hold back, hold back. That was trainer error there. I'm going to talk about that when we get this retrieve done. Heel. Hold back. Hold back. Good. Hold back. Very good. Dead. Had a problem there the second time I'd sent him, so we moved up the distance, got him collected, sent him, he took a nice line, and he got hung up right here at this fence post. The reason he got hung up at this fence post is because we just got done doing a hunt exercise here, and he had just had success finding tennis balls right here. So in his mind, he says, hey, I was just there, that's where he's lining me to. That is my fault. That's trainer error. I should have remembered, hey, we just came out of that spot. Why would he line right past it and go for this dummy out there? So he had every right to stop and investigate this spot. So remember that when you're out training your dogs, you're going to run into things like this and you're going to be scratching your head. Well, why did he stop there? If you were just in that area, that's probably why. There's still old scent there and those kinds of things. So that was totally my fault there, not his. We just moved up, got past this spot, and then we were able to run our retrieve. There's a couple things I want to talk about, and it's reading your dog, okay? And is your dog confused? Is the dog making a willful choice to disobey, or simply does the dog not know? And I can't answer that for every situation that comes around. I can only speak to my dogs, and I always ask myself those three questions. Is my dog confused? Is it making a willful choice not to do what I'm asking it to do, or does it simply not know? And you've got to figure that out first, okay, so that you understand what you're dealing with. If it's a dog that's confused, okay, whatever that is, you need to go back and you need to work on that a little bit more. And the key here is to simplify and slow down. Sit, sit, Diesel, sit, sit down, sit. Just so we don't have any issues here, we'll put Diesel on the lead. Sit, 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 sit. See, this is a new situation for him, so he's just a little bit unsure what we're going to be asking him to do here. So he's just wanting to go with us, but that's not what we want. Sit, sit. What I'll do is just sit, sit down. Now he's moved too far, so what I'm going to do is just put him back. Sit down, sit. Sit down. And all this is confidence. He's just not exactly sure what we're doing here, so he just wants to go with me. as a confidence thing. Sit down. So what we do is just keep working at it. And if we have a problem here, what we're doing is just stopping and working on it. Sit. 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 And let's give it a try. Fergus. Well, good lad. Good boy. Did it on the first attempt. Wonderful. Wonderful. Good boy. Come on. Come on. What a good boy. What a good lad. What a good lad. Good boy. Yes. Shake. You've got to stop and ask yourself, did the dog just get confused, or is it making a willful choice, or the other ones that we've talked about? And then you've got to stop and say, okay, what do I need to do here? For me, it would be the first thing I'd do is shorten that up. I would not correct the dog. I would not be too hard on the dog. I would say, look, let's just simplify it and try to fix it that way first. Slow down. I see too many people that get frustrated when they're having a problem with their dog, and it's a tendency with humans, you just want to speed up. And I think that's just the adrenaline and things going, and all that's going to do is just get your dog spun up, and things are just going to get worse. So try to make a conscious choice and a conscious note to yourself to just slow things down. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Sit. Sit. Ah, don't you do it. Ah, hey, hey, hey. No. Sit. No. No. Hey, hey, hey. So this becomes what I call a war of attrition, battle of wills here. And we can't give up on this until he does what I want. All I'm asking him to do, and this dog loves the water, all I'm asking him to do is swim this pond over to me. So I've got to give him a little recall correction here. So now he's getting sticky. So what I'm going to do is help him, okay? I'm going to give him a reason to come across that water. Good lad, good boy. A lot of encouragement here. If he gets to me, I'm going to love him. I'm going to love him up. I'm going to let him know this was the right choice to make. That's a good boy. That is very good. Come on. Good cash. Good cash. Good cash. Come on. Come on. Good cash. Now he's looking for his dummy. You're going to get one. Good boy. Good. Shake off. Good. Dogs don't learn at the same pace we do, okay? It takes them time to learn, especially with anything new. They don't pick it up quickly all that often, so the key here is to just slow down. So you need to learn to read your dog, and you need to understand what, if it's one of those three things, and then go back and work on it from there, okay? Obviously, if you decide that it's something that the dog just doesn't know, then you need to go back and you need to simplify that skill. If you're working out in cover, pull it back into short grass, where the dog can, it's easier for the dogs to understand and learn in something short before you move them back out into cover. And then once you get it perfected in short cover, then you can move back out into your longer cover or whatever it is that you're working on. Get it perfected somewhere where it's simple and easy for both of you to learn the skill, and then you can move it on into other places.